Is Saudi Arabia's megacity Neom line a viable project? Will it be accomplished or will it remain a fantasy? Watch this video to understand why the Neom mega project may never become a reality. Neom's most prominent feature is the linear megastructure dubbed the Line, which is supposedly extrude twinned 150-story buildings 100 miles across the desert. It will have less than the distance between two New York City avenues separating them and plant a city of 9 million in the slot. The Line sounds like the latest dystopian show on Netflix. However, The Line is a fully fledged project by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. It is part of the country's 2030 vision plan. The Line is the infrastructure city planning of the metropole Neom, promising harmony, sustainability, and innovation. The Neom city will be free of streets, automobiles, and greenhouse gas emissions. The skyscrapers will be 500 meters taller than the Empire State Building. The residents of Line City will use a high-speed train that travels between the two ends of the town in 20 minutes. Residents will have access to all city facilities and services within 5 minutes. Do you think it's possible to have all amenities so close? Will Neom cleanse the image of Saudi Arabia? The liberal promises contrast with the conservative and traditional regime ruling the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Will the Neom be the first step towards the country's liberalization, or is it just another fantasy project by an oil-rich country? Subscribe, like, and comment below with your views about this mega project. Unfortunately, Neom may not live up to its expectations. It is a futuristic project that seems utopian and modernized from the outside, but is plagued by human rights violations and environmental issues from within. The task seems like a blanket to cover the breaches from the outside world. The prince calls the postmodern fantasy of Neom a civilization revolution. Unfortunately, these words contradict the kingdom. Saudi Arabia is one of the most conservative countries in the world. The country still has an image whereby women struggle for fundamental human rights worldwide. It's also well known for public beheading and stoning as a form of punishment. Would you move to such a country to live in the Neom project? Let us know your answer in the comment section below. We are curious to hear it. Is the project a move in the right direction? The Crown Prince aims to change the public perception. He wants to show the world that Saudi Arabia is leaving the dark past behind. Neom's website is a pioneer for the future by fostering tolerance, technology, and talent to woo international actors into better diplomatic relations. This will lead to more investment in Saudi Arabia. However, these goals are most likely unattainable. The plans are shaky in light of the country's massive carbon footprint and continuous human rights violations in the kingdom. Although Neom is the first domino in a chain reaction toward liberalization, Saudi Arabia could look better. International actors will pay close attention to the contradictions vital to avoid getting scammed by the shiny bauble of Neom. Neom will lead to the displacement of people. On Neom's official website, Mohammed bin Salman's words, "Live where people come first," are showcased on the banner. However, the website fails to mention that the romantic city construction will require the internal displacement of people. About 20,000 people from the Huwaitat tribe of Saudi will have to be displaced. Despite fake promises of compensation, the tribe was forcefully evicted from its home to make room for Neom and its 1 million inhabitants. The Huwaitat tribe is not part of the glamorous cosmopolitan image portrayed by Neom. Abdul Rahim, the tribe leader, voiced his concerns and criticized the projection on YouTube in April 2020. Shortly after that, he was shot dead by inhumane security forces. His death leads to a wave of criticism from human rights defenders. This incident has shown that Neom will not solve human rights violations. It is representative of the authoritative rule of Saudi Arabia. The world must rise against bold architectural proposals that obscure human rights abuses against minority communities within Saudi Arabia. Many minorities lack the media platform to appeal to the international community effectively. Social diversity is a challenge in Saudi Arabia. Religious communities across Saudi Arabia are uncomfortable with the MBS's secularization of Saudi society and the efforts to modernize the country with projects such as Neom and Vision 2030. The greatest challenge is how the kingdom could use Neom as a symbol for cultural purposes, especially secularism, which would have to be tolerated by the entrenched clerical authority. Neom wants to portray tolerance, technology, and sustainability to the outside world, which is not the case. The construction of Neom by Saudi Arabia is an attempt to transform and diversify the country's economy beyond oil. Neom is an ambitious investment by the Saudi government to diversify revenue streams and resources away from the old age dependency on oil exports. The project will be powered by 100% clean energy, and the city promises zero cars, streets, and carbon emissions. It's questionable to what extent Neom can legitimately claim sustainability when fossil fuels are burnt a few hundred miles away in cities such as Riyadh and Jeddah. Fracking is also deployed to exhaust the last natural oil reserves in the country. The double standards of MBS grew Neom when Saudi's largest energy producer, Saudi Aramco, launched the most significant shale gas development outside the US in 2020. It is promised to increase oil production just a few weeks after announcing its commitment to climate solutions at Glasgow's UN Climate Change Conference. Double standards. Neom in the long term can contribute to the progress of human rights and environmental commitments in the kingdom. However, for this to happen, the West must act with due diligence by balancing the approval of the development while maintaining a skeptical close eye on the deep-rooted double standards in human rights and sustainability matters. Time will tell whether the rest of the world will maintain an objective perspective or will it turn a blind eye. It will be interesting to see how the world reacts, especially in light of heightened oil demand in the Middle East, now that Russian oil reserves are out of the question. Technology. The Neom project is an attempt to move the world from the era of the smart city to the age of cognitive town. Therefore, it requires overcoming the challenges of technology that Saudi Arabia cannot overcome alone. Adhering to advanced technologies that will attract the attention of future residents of the city and investors is vital. Otherwise, Neom will join a long list of unfinished towns across the Gulf, such as Dubai's The World, which is now sinking back into the sea. Does Neom offer anything that would shield it from the same fate? The most significant technical problem Saudi Arabia will face in Neom is reliance on skilled foreign workers. Financial constraints are another reason why the Neom project will fail. Financial challenges are the biggest obstacles for mega projects such as Neom. Saudi Arabia has yet to attract financial resources and investment from foreign governments and companies. The initial plan was to complete Neom by 2030 with an allotted $500 billion. However, some reports claim the city may not be completed until 2050. The project is financed by the Public Investment Fund or PIF. Besides some foreign companies, including Russian ones, building infrastructure Riyadh has yet to succeed in other financial partnerships for Neom. The financial viability of PIF is highly dependent on the kingdom's oil exports, a market that has been volatile in recent years. The line in Neom could prove a success for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, attracting global investors and capturing the international community's attention with the prince's ambitious mega developments. However, to avoid failure, Saudi Arabia must overcome internal and external financial and technical feasibility challenges and define its role in changing Saudi Arabia. The kingdom must prove that the Neom project will improve human rights adherence. If you enjoyed this video, kindly subscribe to Limitless Luxe. Like, comment, and share. We will keep you updated with this kind of content every week.